This is a totally random question. I just thought of this. But what do libraries and librarians mean to you, and what have they meant to you?
Well,
it's not that random. Yeah.
So, librarians, for at least when I was growing up, a librarian helped you learn to think. And that was a very important skill, that it was empowering. You could look things up, you don't need, we have a tendency to ask our fathers, how does this work, how does that work? And sometimes the grown-ups are not accurate. And so I was really empowered to look things up in the library. And I really was just fascinated by the photostat machine. It would record your library card. I was a very proud library card carrier. And the big skill we need now from you all is how to sort out the bad information. There's no shortage of information now. It's figuring out which ones are good and which ones are bad. And this isn't true. I'm not just talking about the internet. You can get magazines that are glossy and beautiful, which have just as much bunk in them as any crazy internet site. And so you can find books written by people that are very near the deep end of the pool. And you got to learn we need your help. Kids need your help in figuring out what's reasonable information and what isn't. The phrase everybody loves right now is critical thinking. That's good. I mean, when I was growing up, it might have been learn logic or learn to reason. But critical thinking skills, that's pretty good. That's a good phrase. Yes. So that's librarians. My librarian in elementary school especially just really meant a lot to me. I mean, that's where I would read popular science. It's how to think. That's what I learned from my librarian.
No, I totally agree. And for me growing up, it was, well, actually, I still am in touch with my elementary school librarian. And
I'm shocked.
When she found out that we were speaking here, it was like, wow. But, I remember they introduced me to, my sister introduced me to A Wrinkle in Time, which was like my big one growing up.
I just bought another copy.
But then they introduced me to Susan Cooper, the Dark is Rising series, and I remember just, a librarian turning me on to something and be like, what's this? And it's a woman author, I don't want to read it, and then just falling in love and like reading every single book.